We live in a world of opportunity, a world where people of all ages and cultures connect with each other more than ever before. The Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission brings this world of opportunity right into the backyards of its residents. The commission was established in 1927 to practice long-range planning and park acquisition and development for the two Maryland counties bordering the District of Columbia, Montgomery and Prince George's. In 1970, the agency's responsibilities expanded to include Prince George's County's public recreation program. Over the past 85 years, the population we serve has increased more than 100-fold to nearly 2 million residents, and it continues to grow. Our communities range from older, dense, more urban neighborhoods close to Washington, D.C., and suburban communities and upscale developments far from the city to rural agricultural areas. To assess and respond to the needs of this diverse community, the Commission relies heavily on a transparent planning and decision-making process, a process marked with grassroots participation and input into blueprints for the future, such as the general plans for the Maryland-Washington Regional District, Formula 2040, and Vision 2030 master plans for parks and recreation. Community-oriented planning has created a parks and recreation system responsible for the stewardship of almost 63,000 acres of parkland and open space, 90 recreation and community centers, 318 miles of hiking, walking, and biking trails, 7 nature centers, more than 700 playing fields and 500 playgrounds, historic sites, aquatics facilities, golf courses, theaters, galleries, and cultural arts facilities, a historic airport, a minor league baseball stadium, a sports and learning complex, an indoor soccerplex, and much, much more. Funding from taxpayers, grants, corporate sponsorships, fees for services, and community partnerships allow us to plan, fund, and deliver quality, innovative programs, facilities, and services. The Maryland National Capital Park Police is an accredited police department dedicated to keeping our patrons safe when they visit our parks or participate in recreation programs. Through the prevention of crime, enforcement of laws and park regulations, and the principles of community policing, park police are on duty 24 hours a day. Stream Valley Parks, large regional and recreational parks, smaller local and neighborhood parks, park school recreational areas, conservation areas, and cultural and historic sites make up our park system. With almost 63,000 acres of parkland and over 800 parks of all sizes, our dedicated staff works tirelessly to keep our parks clean, safe, and enjoyable. We work hard to protect and steward natural, cultural, and historic resources, securing millions of dollars in grant funding to help preserve valuable historic sites. Partnerships with the state of Maryland, the National Park Service, and local communities bring attention to sites that played a significant role in our country's history. Our commitment to protecting our natural resources is equally strong. Almost 250 tons of trash have been removed from parkland in the past 5 years through park, stream, and trail cleanup events. More than 3,000 acres of trees are planted every year.
We're planting blue stem grass to try and bring more nutrients into the meadow.
In just 3 years, our community garden program has grown to hundreds of plots, providing more than 600 families with access to healthy, fresh produce. Garden partnerships with schools teach children to grow fresh food. When the 18-mile, 6-lane inter-county connector was built, traversing the Upper Rock Creek and Upper Paint Branch Special Protection Areas, we made sure the parkland lost was replaced on an 8-to-1 ratio and completed more than 70 environmental and community compensatory mitigation projects. For this, we won the Federal Highway Administration's Exemplary Ecosystem Award. One of the goals of our strategic plan is to seek new revenues and sources of funding. This has become increasingly important because most of our operating budget comes from property taxes, which have diminished significantly with the recent drop in housing values. We have leveraged more than $27 million through our active public-private partnership program, which has resulted in free tickets for children to attend live theater performances, underwritten by Geico Insurance, and world-class facilities like the Discovery Soccerplex, the Miracle League Field for Youth with Disabilities, funded in part by a $500,000 donation from the Washington Nationals Dream Foundation, and the nation's first Go Ape Treetop Adventure Course.
When Go Ape was looking to bring our Treetop Adventure course to the United States, we really wanted to be in a first-class park. And Rock Creek Regional Park System, which MNC PPC operates a large portion of, is definitely that type of park. The MNC PPC is one of the best in the Washington, D.C. area, if not the country, and it really set it off from pretty much every other location we've looked at.
Of course, we could not do this without the invaluable support we receive from our volunteer corps of thousands of dedicated people who donated over 440,000 hours last year, valued at $9.3 million.
We get residents from the surrounding areas to help maintain the only urban nature center. And it's really great to see that the community is really involved into learning about nature and their environment. It really is great. They definitely help us out. They definitely help us out with maintaining our gardens and getting involved in conservation and restoration.
We recently revamped the Parks Foundation, an independent 501c3 nonprofit, to focus on leveraging additional resources through public and private foundation grants, a Friends of Montgomery Parks membership program, sponsorships, naming opportunities, major gifts, and other private donations. In its first year, the foundation has produced a return of 87% on our initial investment, including a $70,000 private donation from former NBA All-Star Steve Francis to improve Tacoma Piney Branch Local Park and establish an endowment to support future operations.
The Montgomery Parks Foundation is known and supported for its commitment and contributions to the preservation and enhancement of open green spaces for the enjoyment of people in our county of all ages, and their pets too. We sincerely believe that parks matter, and that by working together, we can make a genuine, measurable difference in the lives, health, and well-being of this generation and those to come.
Through online tools such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, we stay connected and engaged with the people we serve. Searchable park and trail directories steer park patrons to the facilities they seek, and new web features such as parkprojects.org help residents quickly research planned and ongoing park development and renovation projects in their neighborhoods. A comprehensive GIS system allows us to separate different layers of information, enabling us to plan with precision and more effectively identify and manage environmentally sensitive areas. Using our automated registration and facility booking system, customers register for classes and programs and rent facilities online and by phone 24/7. A dedicated help desk is available to assist. While we respond to our individual customers and address concerns immediately, we also collect and analyze trends over time, allowing us to provide the best experience for our customers and better direct our resources.
Innovation is not just about technology. We're also very focused on providing innovative recreation. For instance, our local Make a Splash program has received significant local and national media attention. It's a program that we provide local youth free swimming lessons and water safety education. Over the past 3 years, we've served over 1,100 participants in that program, majority of them being African American and Hispanic participants. Important for us to make sure that we offer this type of programming so that they know how to swim and be safe around the water. Make a Splash program has brought great partnerships and support from both the USA Swimming Foundation as well as our local public school system.
Well, there's also our Extreme Teens activities and our Safe Summer Late Night Recreation program, and it's part of this really large comprehensive youth development initiative that we have going on in the department. Thousands of young people use free youth ID cards to participate in positive recreation at their local community center every Friday and Saturday night, and every night that school's out, with a demonstrated drop in crime in surrounding communities.
My name is Carlos Flores, and I work for the Department of Parks and Recreation, and I'm in charge of the social media aspect of Extreme Teens. I saw how important it was in my life and how it impacted me, so that's what I want to turn around and do that with the community.
Don't forget our seniors age 60 and better. They are flocking to the innovative new 23,500 square foot Laurel Beltsville Senior Activity Center, as well as dozens of other locations and programs. Innovation and creativity also help us reach those who may not always have been able to access parks and recreation. Participation in our formal fee assistance program has increased by 37% in the past 5 years. Adaptive bike rentals, water wheelchairs, accessible playgrounds, and fishing piers, programs for wounded warriors, and a full range of therapeutic and inclusion services help us offer recreation options for people with disabilities. The Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, bolstered by community engagement and transparent operations, committed to resident-based planning and strong customer service, dedicated to innovation and responsible stewardship, guided by strong partnerships, and building on 85 years of tradition and excellence, acting in the present, preparing for the future, connecting people with a world of opportunity.